Congratulations! You have found yourself in the perfect place at this very moment, for the message you are receiving is no mere coincidence. It is a sacred communication crafted just for you. Long before you viewed this video, and even before your finger tapped the screen, I had orchestrated this encounter. What appears to be a straightforward choice of clicking on this text is indeed a component of something much grander than you could possibly perceive. A divine decision has been made today, one that holds your name with permanence, not just typed or printed, but engraved deep within. This resolution will break the chains of cycles that have confined you and will unlock doors you believed had been permanently closed. It is vital that you grasp this with complete understanding. You have not stumbled upon this by mere chance. You had the option to continue scrolling to select from countless other videos, articles, or activities, yet something beckoned from within, a voice you couldn't ignore, a voice that was me calling you by your name. I am your creator, your father, the one who has kept a watchful eye on you even in your most solitary moments. Today, there is crucial information that I wish to share with you, information you have longed to hear, but I implore you to stay until the very end, because only then will the significance of my words truly resonate. Please do not navigate away from this page. Resist the urge to be sidetracked. The essence of what your spirit yearns for resides within these forthcoming moments we are set to experience together. If you find the bravery to remain, I promise to reveal something that holds the potential to transform everything. Inhale deeply now. Quiet your racing mind, for I am the God who truly perceives you, who comprehends your essence, and I have sought to connect with you for an extended period. I have witnessed your silent tears. I have observed you weeping in the stillness of your room when the burden of life became too overwhelming to bear. I was with you during those sleepless hours when sleep eluded you, and anxiety fastened itself around your chest like iron shackles. I saw you in that store grappling with the choice between two necessary items, while your finances left no room for both. I recognized the flicker of pain in your eyes as you had to deny yourself yet again. I was present when you opened that dreaded bill. I sensed your hands quaking. I noted the hitch in your breath. I watched you momentarily close your eyes before taking in the figures as you were haunted by sleepless nights spent tallying expenses that never seemed to align. I heard every whispered prayer offered in solitude when you thought no ears were open. I witnessed every tear you concealed, so the world wouldn't become aware of your struggles. I was there for all of those moments, not as an indifferent observer from afar, but as a father sitting with an aching heart beside you, longing to assist, waiting for you to turn and recognize my presence. Here is what you must understand. I have never abandoned you. Not for a single moment, not for a fleeting second. When everyone else stepped away, when the silence roared, when you felt utterly forsaken, I was present. I have always been with you. The reason you are reading this message today is that I have determined your time of hardship is concluding. Do not close this page. Remain by my side. What I am about to disclose will be revolutionary. I am initiating a divine restoration in your life. Not a simple enhancement or fleeting relief, but a radical transformation that will address every fractured aspect, every weary area, every hurt part of your life. This restoration has been uniquely prepared for you. It carries your name entwined with your narrative, with every need already factored in, and it does not hinge on your strength, intellect, or ability to create change. Its sole dependence lies on one essential aspect: your willingness to believe beyond what your eyes perceive, your faith, to rely on me even when tangible change seems absent. Are you capable of this? Can you trust in the unseen? If this message resonates with your heart, if it feels as though it speaks directly to you, please share in the comments. I am here ready to embrace your response. This simple act carries profound weight, for it allows me to convey something significant about the restoration I am sending your way. It is not merely concerned with finances, although provision will indeed flow. It is not only about changing circumstances, though they will shift. This restoration penetrates the deep recesses of your identity, your sense of value, your weary spirit, your battered hope. I am poised to return what you believed was forever lost, the joy that has eluded you for years, the peace that feels like a distant echo, the confidence that was robbed from you, and the aspirations you buried as they appeared unattainable. All of this will be restored, and it will not arrive in scant amounts or fractured bits. I will return everything to you multiplied in abundance overflowing. I understand how long you have awaited this moment. I am aware of the many times you prayed without witnessing results. I empathize with the exhaustion that has settled deep into your very being, the disappointment that has made you reluctant to believe. But today I assure you that your waiting has not been in vain. Each challenging day was forming something unseen, establishing a robust base that can support what is about to manifest. If I had granted you this restoration earlier, you would not have been prepared. The blessing would have turned into a burden. You lacked the resilience to uphold it, the wisdom to manage it, and the depth to cherish it. Therefore, I allowed the pressure to build. I permitted you to stretch not as a form of punishment, but as preparation for what you could not yet envision. The moment has now come. Your readiness is here, whether or not you realize it. I have equipped you for this. If you comprehend, share in the comments. My waiting has not been in vain. Please do not exit this page. We are nearing the pivotal section. I must share with you the 5 occasions I reached out to you. Indeed, there have been 5 distinct moments when I tried to grab your attention to redirect you toward me, to keep you safe from paths destined to ruin you. The first time was through a dream that remained etched in your mind. You awoke with your heart racing, feeling that something significant had transpired, yet you brushed it aside. You convinced yourself that it was merely stress, simply your imagination running wild. Yet it was I communicating through symbols and imagery, unveiling truths that your conscious self wasn't ready to embrace. The second time was through that song that played unexpectedly, the one that seemed tailor-made for your scenario. The lyrics resonated so closely with what you faced that you felt shivers down your spine. You listened once, felt moved, and then returned to your daily life. Yet it was me attempting to navigate past your defenses, reaching into the vulnerable areas of your heart. The third time occurred during a dialogue with someone, perhaps a friend or even a stranger, whose words resonated with an unusual intensity. Comments that felt impeccably timed, precisely addressing your struggles. You pondered it for a few days only for the chaos around you to blur it out. Still, it was me speaking through another person's voice, an avenue through which you might listen. The fourth instance happened when a verse emerged at just the right time. As you browsed through pages or scrolled through feeds there, it was words that seemed to shine brightly on the page. They took your breath away and seemed directed at you. A shift occurred within you, yet you took no action. You didn't respond. You merely closed the book, turned off your device, and moved on. And now this is the 5th moment. The final time I will reach out to you in this particular manner. My intent is not to scare you, but to awaken you. I love you too profoundly to allow you to walk into darkness without calling you back. I am urging you, imploring you to stop and reconsider. You are at a decision point. One route leads to more years of repeating the same struggles, the same cycles, the same feelings of emptiness. The alternate path which I am illuminating right now leads to the restoration I have been meticulously preparing for you. You must make a choice. I will not compel you. I will not drag you. My only action is to call, to invite, and to wait. If this resonates with your heart, please signal in the comments. This is my 5th attempt. I am prepared to listen, Lord. Stay with me. Do not look away. What follows will bring clarity. Allow me to explain why you have felt ensnared. Why making progress has proven so challenging. Why taking one step forward feels like 2 steps back. This arises from pursuing paths I never directed you toward. Not out of defiance necessarily, but from exhaustion. From striving to mend everything yourself. From placing your trust in your understanding rather than my guidance. You have knocked on doors I had closed. You've clung to individuals I sought to separate you from. You've chased prospects I never placed on your path. Meanwhile, I have stood by waiting, calling gently, attempting to guide you back to what I have genuinely prepared for you. Do you recall that relationship that ended abruptly? The one that shattered your heart? You mourned for weeks, perhaps months. You continually questioned me as to why. Today, I reveal the truth. I closed that door. Had it continued, you would now find yourself trapped in a situation that resembled love, but was in truth slowly poisoning your spirit. I perceived what you could not. I understood the trajectory. And out of love, I interfered. Do you remember the job you yearned for with all your heart? The one you believed was destined to be yours? Your devastation upon being turned down was profound. You questioned my goodness, my care, my attention to your life. But I now reveal that this opportunity was not the blessing it seemed. Behind the appealing salary and notable title lay a toxic environment ready to crush your spirit, deplete your soul, and leave you empty. I shielded you by denying that opportunity, even when it felt like rejection. Do you recall the business endeavor that collapsed? The chance that vanished just as it seemed assured? Each of those closed doors was my way of redirecting you, saving you from pitfalls disguised as opportunities. I see the culmination from the beginning, knowing what lies ahead. Sometimes my love must say no to protect you, even when that no hurts. If this resonates, comment thanking you for closing those wrong doors, Lord. Now allow me to clarify what this means for your restoration. While you mourned what was lost, I was preparing what was on the way. As you grieved over closed doors, I was crafting better ones. What felt like loss was indeed positioning you for remarkable breakthroughs in your life. Every experience you encountered, every disappointment, every shut door, and every painful ending served as preparation. It was all positioning, protecting, and preparing you simultaneously. And now you are finally ready. The foundation has been set. Your character has evolved. The season has transformed. What approaches you is infinitely better than what you lost. The restoration I am granting is not merely a replacement for what was taken. It amplifies, enhances, and transmutes into something you never imagined. Sealed doors are on the verge of swinging open. Resources that appeared inaccessible will soon be at your fingertips. Individuals capable of genuinely assisting you will soon enter your life. Ideas that hold the key to your challenges will soon flood your mind. This is not mere wishful thinking. It is a divine proclamation. When I speak, changes ripple through the hidden realm. when I declare reality realigns itself to comply. And I am declaring over you at this moment, your season of scarcity is concluding. Your season of restoration is beginning. What was once delayed is now being revealed. What was obstructed is being cleared. Stay with me, do not exit this page. The most impactful part is still to come. If this message resonates with you, if your spirit has stirred while reading, please do something significant. Subscribe to this channel and like this video now. Not merely for my support, although I am grateful, but because that small action ignites something monumental in you. It serves as a testament to your faith. It indicates your belief in what God communicates to you. You are aligning with these words. Each time you respond to my voice with obedience, even in the most minor ways, something accelerates in the heavenly realms. Angels move. Spiritual doors unlock. Blessings poised for the right moment will begin drawing near. So act now. Subscribe, like this video. Continue with me until the end. I wish to discuss your tears. Those tears, shed in private, the ones you assumed no one witnessed, the ones you endeavored to conceal from the world. I saw every one of them. I gathered them. I counted them. None have gone to waste. Your tears were not indications of weakness. They were seeds. Seeds of faith, sown in unseen soil, developing into a harvest beyond your imagination. Every tear you shed while persisting in belief, while choosing to pray, while placing your trust in me, even when everything seemed nonsensical, those tears held immense value. They mattered. They were never overlooked. And I am ready to return them to you rejuvenated. Where you sown tears, joy will blossom. Where you planted anguish, peace will emerge. Where you invested sorrow, celebration will ensue. This is my pledge to you. The weeping ceases today. The crying ends now. Joy is on the horizon, not someday far away, but soon. You can almost feel it approaching. If this resonates within your soul, comment, "My tears have worth, Lord." However, I must stress a vital aspect of accepting this restoration. To accept what is new, you must release what is old. The habit of carrying burdens alone, you need to relinquish it. The tendency to pretend you are okay while breaking inside must be let go. The past identity, rooted in struggle and mere survival, requires surrendering. What I am ushering in necessitates an entirely fresh approach. You cannot bring shame into seasons of honor. You cannot carry a poverty mindset into periods of abundance. You cannot drag yesterday's agony into the promise of tomorrow. Right now, I urge you to make a decision. Will you let go? Will you release your hold on what no longer benefits you? Will you trust me enough to step toward something new even without seeing its exact form? Yet I recognize this is not easy. The act of letting go feels like relinquishing control, but here is the reality. You were never in control. You were merely shouldering a burden I never intended for you to bear. I am in charge. I have always been in control, and my governance is neither cold nor distant. It is the loving guidance of a father who understands precisely where he leads his cherished child. If you are prepared to let go, if you are ready to trust me with the outcome, write in the comments, "I surrender everything to you." Lord, please do not close this page. We are almost at the end, and what I am about to offer is the key to everything. Right now, I want you to be specific with not vague, not general, be precise. What is it that you need restored? Name it. Which specific area of your life seeks my intervention? State it. What exact situation needs my supernatural touch? Articulate it. Perhaps it is a certain sum of money to address a specific debt. Maybe it is the restoration of a particular relationship. Perhaps it is healing from a specific diagnosis. It could be guidance regarding a specific decision. Whatever it is, I invite you to articulate it not merely in your thoughts, but in the comments. Write it down. I require something detailed to restore by a definite time, and I have faith that God will fulfill it. Some might feel uncomfortable with this level of detail. What if you pinpoint it and it fails to come to fruition? What if you define it so precisely and end up feeling foolish? Understand this. Vague faith results in vague outcomes. Specific faith brings forth specific miracles. When you gather the courage to declare your needs, to express your convictions, to place your trust in something tangible, that is when heaven reacts with exactness. So proceed now. Be bold. Be specific. Leave in the comments what you wish to have restored. As you take in these words, making declarations and responding with faith, let me share what is transpiring in the unseen dimensions. Assignments directed against you are being revoked. Barriers that were set are now being eliminated. Doors previously shut are being opened with new keys. Resources that were once inaccessible are being granted. Your restoration is already set into motion within the spiritual realm, yet a gap exists between the spiritual release and its physical realization. In this interval, many individuals often miss their breakthrough. During this time, things may appear unchanged. The bills continue to exist. The situation looks the same. Your circumstances feel no different. This is when doubt may taunt you, suggesting that nothing has transpired. Just words, it might say. You might feel foolish for having faith, but I urge you, now do not allow your sight to deceive you during this stage. Do not gauge my faithfulness by what you perceive at this moment, because the unseen realm has already begun to shift. What I have initiated is irreversible. What I have declared cannot be undone. What I have set forth is already on its way to you, traversing through time and space, breaking past every hindrance and overcoming each challenge. Your role in this gap is straightforward. Keep believing, keep declaring, keep anticipating. Do not permit doubt to take away what faith has already established. Write in the comments, I will not waver in the gap. My restoration is underway. Now let me mention a sign you will soon witness. In the upcoming 7 days, I will reveal something that affirms everything I have shared with you today. This sign may appear minor surprise check in your mailbox, a fee that gets waived, a gift arriving unexpectedly, or it could be something major, like a job offer, a relationship mended, or a door flung wide open. Regardless, you will see something, and when you do, you will recognize it as a sign from me. It will affirm that I have heard your pleas, that I see you, and that I am acting on your behalf. Your task is to be vigilant to expect it. Thank me in advance, and when it manifests, and it certainly will, return to this channel and share your testimony. Inform others of what I have accomplished. Let your story inspire hope in someone else who is still awaiting their breakthrough. Write in the comments, I am looking for my 7-day sign. Before I conclude, I wish to impart a blessing to you. These words carry significance in the spiritual dimension, a decree that sets things into motion even as I articulate it. I bless your mind to gain clarity, wisdom, and divine insights. I bless your hands to thrive in all they engage with. I bless your home to be a sanctuary of peace, abundance, and God's presence. I bless your future with hope, guidance, and fulfilled promises. I revoke every scheme devised by the enemy aimed at you. I shatter every pattern of lack that has persisted in your family line. I declare that you are stepping into a time of divine restoration, a season of abundance, not just enough, but overflowing. This is not mere wishing or hopeful thinking. It is a decree pronounced from the heavenly throne, activated by your faith, assured by my nature, and confirmed in the name of Jesus. I am the God of truth. I am the God who fulfills every promise. I am the Father who traversed heaven and earth to rescue you, and I will undoubtedly shift circumstances to restore you. Now, before you go, there is one more thing. Tomorrow, I have another message for you. A message about the hidden treasures buried within your pain, the gifts concealed within your struggles, but it requires your presence. You must prepare yourself to receive it. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, activate your notifications. Commit to joining me here tomorrow, because what I will share then builds upon what has been ignited today. Miss tomorrow's message, and you may overlook a vital piece of your restoration journey. So lift your chin now. Inhale deeply. Feel the heaviness begin to dissipate from your shoulders. This is genuine. This is unfolding now. Your era of tears is concluding. Your period of restoration is commencing. Your divine breakthrough doesn't belong to some distant future. It is right now. It is right here. It is advancing towards you with unyielding force, and when it arrives, when the financial provision comes, when the door swings open, when the healing manifests, when the relationship rekindles, you will recall this moment. You will remember these words. You will remember the day you ceased fleeing, began to listen, and ultimately accepted what I have been ready to give you all along. Write one last affirmation in the comments. My restoration is set in action. I am prepared to receive. Nothing can hinder what God has initiated. Then go, but remember tomorrow. Same time, another message, another truth, another fragment of your miracle. I will be here. Will you? For beloved child bearer of promise, warrior of faith who has endured much, this is your moment. This is your time. This is your divine restoration, and nothing from heaven, earth, or the depths can prevent it from reaching you now. You have heeded my voice. You have responded with faith. You have positioned yourself for reception. Now observe what I will accomplish, for I am about to demonstrate that I remain the God of miracles, that I still move mountains, that I still restore the lost and amplify what is left. Your waiting period has concluded. Your tears are transforming into joy. Your restoration has begun. This is my assurance to you, and I unfailingly uphold my promises always. My dear child, I implore you not to dismiss what I am about to reveal, for this message carries significant power to alter your perceptions entirely. The truth I present to you tonight is far from trivial or unimportant. It is a profound realization that has been overseen by the heavens, biding its time until the moment it could be brought forth to you. Stay with me throughout this talk, as the name tied to this revelation will render you utterly speechless. Last night in the stillness, a hidden reality emerged from the darkness, a truth that was never intended to reach you in this manner. However, divine forces were aware of it and ensured it would resonate within your heart at this very moment. A person incredibly dear to you, someone who is part of your everyday life, has just received life-altering news that has completely shattered their world. They have been diagnosed with a condition they never anticipated facing. This burden weighs heavily on them, and they have been concealing it, frightened to share their struggle, terrified of how you might react. This is not random information floating about. It has a clear connection to you, to your home, to the people in your trusted circle. The individual you would least suspect is grappling with an immense weight. They have never revealed this to anyone. Tremendous news awaits you at the conclusion of this message. Remain here with me because the identity of this person, the shocking circumstances of their plight, and the implications for your future will be unveiled without warning. Listen attentively. My child, for tonight, the heavens do not speak in cryptic terms. The individual in question is neither a distant acquaintance nor a mere casual friend. It is someone who has shared laughter with you, someone who has sat at your table, part of your fondest memories. They have navigated this storm of silence while you remained blissfully unaware of their struggles. I urge you not to look away, for even missing a moment of what I am about to disclose could blind you to the signs that have been presented before you. Surely you've noticed certain changes, haven't you? Their sudden mood swings that confounded you, their unexplained visits to medical centers, their phone calls that lacked transparency. These were never mere coincidences. The very person who exuded warmth in front of you, who vowed loyalty and trust, bears a secret capable of shattering everything you believed about them. Stay with me until the end, for the moment of truth draws near, like distant thunder, reverberating with each passing second. The individual entwined with this devastating reality has left trails in your life that are unforgettable, and those trails will lead you directly to a revelation that will change everything. Something monumental lies ahead in the shadows, and when the name is finally uttered, it will be a tempest that reshapes your perception of everyone around you. My dear one, the truth can no longer be postponed. The person who received this intense diagnosis has concealed it with tears that only fall in solitude. They thought their silence would shield them from judgment and rejection, but instead the truth has only intensified, reaching your consciousness tonight. Do not look away, for the upcoming moments contain the most critical information. The person affected is someone woven into the very fabric of your inner circle, someone you have trusted wholeheartedly. Their shadow looms closer than you ever realized. Heaven has seen through this secret long before you sensed there was something amiss. The shock stems not only from the medical condition, but also from the deep ties it has to your lineage, your closest connections, your home and family dynamics. Stay with me as the moment of discovery draws closer with every word I share. Something enormous is awaiting you right here within this very message. The individual who tested positive has been meticulously hiding their reality, smiling through their pain, while their body ached for assistance. They never wanted you to uncover this truth about their health. However, fate and divine timing have conspired to bring this awareness to you tonight. Do not shy away, for this revelation will not just shock you, it will change how you perceive someone you thought you knew completely. The hidden storm that built up in silence is about to unleash, carrying the weight of a name. And the heavens are preparing your heart to embrace it without being entirely overwhelmed by the realization. My dear, remain close, as such profound truths are revealed only with divine intention. This condition has already become part of their life's journey, but its consequences now ripple through your existence as well. The person you have entrusted most deeply is engaged in an unseen battle that grows more arduous every day, and they can no longer conceal it. Do not turn away, for your spirit has already sensed that something was amiss. You've noticed their growing silence, their frail physicality, and how their words no longer flowed with the same assurance they once did. Stay with me until the conclusion, because the identity you are about to learn is nearer than your very breath at this moment. It is not a neighbor from down the street, nor is it a passerby, but someone whose name has been uttered in your home countless times. Something vast and transformative awaits you on the cusp of this truth. When the reveal finally comes in full force, it will feel akin to a lightning strike upon your chest. Yet keep in mind that it was never meant to obliterate you completely. It is intended to awaken you to the truth. My cherished child, as we draw nearer to the complete truth, the atmosphere around us grows ever more oppressive. Keep your gaze forward, for the secret quivers, longing to be revealed and illuminated. The individual who received a positive result is not merely a coincidental figure in your life. Instead, they are connected to you by bonds so profound and personal that understanding them will make your heart quiver. The divine has been communicating with you through dreams, sudden insights, and an inexplicable restlessness that disturbed your sleep. Those moments were not random or without significance. My dear one, stay grounded at this moment, because what I am about to say carries an urgency you cannot overlook. The person with a positive test result is not an outsider. They are part of your intimate circle of love and familial ties. This reality is so closely woven into your existence that denying it would be utterly futile. Remain attentive, as what I share is intended not only for your ears, but for the very essence of your being. The one who bears this burden has guarded your trust like a delicate treasure. Someone you never thought would carry such a concealed affliction. Stay through this until the conclusion, for heaven will not allow you to navigate this journey without clarity and comprehension. The revelation is directly linked to your story, your destiny, and the paths you will take in the future. The name will soon emerge from the stillness, and upon its arrival, the pieces of your puzzle will click into place with alarming exactness. My precious child. The silence that has shielded this secret is finally fracturing, and what was obscured is being forcibly ushered into visibility. Do not avert your eyes, as the moments ahead will unveil the shadow you have sensed without fully grasping its significance. The divine has persistently urged your spirit to brace itself both mentally and emotionally. You may have felt sudden shivers, an unexpected weight on your chest, or had sleepless nights where slumber eluded you. These were unmistakable indications that something profound and life-altering was unfolding right under your roof. Remain until the conclusion, for the identity of the individual who tested positive is drawing closer to you. Their choices, actions, and silence are entwined with your own narrative like unyielding vines. A monumental discovery awaits you in this moment. It encompasses not only their health struggles, but also the implications this revelation will carry for your future. When the name is finally uttered, it will resonate louder than any secret you have encountered throughout your life. My dear one, do not let fear draw you away at this crucial juncture. The person who is affected is not merely an acquaintance. They have been integral in shaping significant life events. Their face is unmistakably familiar to you. Their voice is one you would recognize anywhere. This is not an accidental unveiling. It was deliberately orchestrated for you to encounter at this very time. Heaven aims for you to comprehend the entirety of this situation, not to become overwhelmed by it. Remain present until the end, as the name is on the verge of revelation. Every hint has already been painstakingly embedded in your memories. The unexpected disappearances that seemed illogical, the unmentioned alibis that failed to add up, the concealed documents they assumed you would never uncover. You have encountered these indicators without being fully aware of their implications. My treasured child, the moment of revelation is nearly upon us. The air is thick with impending truths, and the divine watches over you as you prepare to accept it. Do not look away, for this final stretch brings the sharpest revelation of all. The infected individual has been concealing not just from you, but also from their own self-reflection. They believed that avoidance would safeguard them, but it only postponed the unavoidable reckoning with truth. Their secret is merging into your story, whether they wished it or not. Remain until the end, for the unearthing cannot be hindered any longer. The truth is deeply personal, impactful, and it will not miss its target. A significant moment awaits at your next breath. This truth will reverberate into your future, fundamentally altering your understanding of loyalty, trust, and the very essence of love. My cherished, brace yourself as the door swings wide open and the truth enters with unwavering force. Do not turn away, for what lies ahead will connect every whisper, every sign, and every restless night into one undeniable truth. The individual who tested positive is not a mere silhouette on the periphery. They are intimately linked to your life through love and closeness. Someone you would have never envisioned carrying this quiet burden. Their name is etched into your narrative, and the divine refuses to let you linger in ignorance for another moment. Stay until the end, as the climax is upon us. The instant when the facade is completely stripped away and the truth you have awaited bursts forth. My beloved child, the drum of truth beats louder and louder, and the anticipated moment is closing in. Do not turn away, for this is the pivotal point where shadows yield to complete clarity. The divine has deliberately reserved this moment for you, ensuring you are spiritually prepared. The individual who tested positive has walked alongside you, burdened with a weighty secret that can no longer remain concealed. Their silence has become unbearable, and the divine has shattered the boundaries that held it back. The one who tested positive is not a stranger. They are intertwined with you through trust, shared experiences, and familial ties that cannot be erased. This is precisely why this truth strikes harder than anything. It lies within your closest circle. Remain until the end, as heaven desires for you to confront this truth bravely. This revelation will rattle your foundations, but will also awaken you to those who have secretly borne hidden anguish all along. A significant moment is unfolding right in front of you. The truth can no longer afford to wait. The name will pierce through the silence like a bolt of lightning across the sky. My cherished child, remain steadfast in your heart at this moment. Do not shy away, because we stand on the brink of an immense revelation. The individual who tested positive is someone you have held dear, someone whose absence would be devastating for you. Heaven clearly reveals their face to me. Their tale is sorrowful, but the bond you share is irrefutable. They never wished for you to witness them in this light. But the truth possesses a power that no silence can contain. Hold on until the conclusion, for the shroud is about to tear apart entirely. The upcoming words are more than merely hints. They embody the truth itself. My child, the atmosphere quivers under the weight of what you've just learned. Do not look away, for this truth isn't something to simply hear and forget. It requires your complete focus. The afflicted individual is not estranged. Their blood flows in the same waters as yours. Heaven has made this clear to me. They have hidden behind smiles, excuses, and abrupt absences. They never intended to be a burden to you. Yet this silence has only exacerbated the pain. Heaven has been sharing fragments of the truth with you all along. Recall those unexpected phone calls they dodged, the mysterious doctor appointments, the heavy silence regarding certain topics. These were not mere coincidences. They were signals. But hold on until the end, because I'm about to illustrate the connection that directly ties to you. The person affected is more than just a family member. They are the very one you have entrusted with pieces of your heart. A significant revelation awaits at the edge of my next words. The name associated with this relationship lingers in the air, and heaven has resolved that it cannot remain concealed any longer. My cherished child, prepare yourself now. Do not turn away, because the insight is descending, and it will not evade you. The individual who tested positive is indeed your own sibling. The one who shares your lineage. The one who accompanied you during the early chapters of life. Foul. Their silence stemmed from fear rather than wickedness. They feared losing your affection, becoming an encumbrance facing judgment. But heaven recognizes that your bond is deeper than silence, and you deserve to confront the truth wholly. Stay until the end, for this revelation goes beyond their condition. It pertains to your next actions, your part in their healing, your compassion in their journey. The truth has been divulged, and now the story progresses. A tremendous opportunity rests before you. The capacity to embrace love even amid shock. My beloved, this is the moment of truth. Do not turn away, for the secret has finally been unveiled. The one who tested positive is your own brother or sister. They were too fearful to voice it. But heaven ensures you are aware not to harm you, but to offer you the chance to stand with them during this tumult. Your sibling fights in silence, but now you can see their struggle clearly. Stay until the end, because this revelation comes with a call to action. You have been chosen to bring light into their darkest hour and to remind them they are not alone. Their fight is intertwined with yours, and heaven will guide both of you through it. My cherished child, the tempest has just begun to demonstrate its power. Do not turn away, because the truth you have encountered is not the conclusion. It marks the onset of a deeper revelation. Your sibling's quiet battle is now woven into your destiny. Heaven permitted this secret to reach your ears because you possess more strength than you realize. You were chosen to be their anchor. Stay until the end, for the next layers of this truth will shake your very soul. Something monumental awaits you here. This infection encompasses more than just their body. It relates to choices made, regrets held, and concealed actions that led them to this moment. And heaven insists you must comprehend what truly transpired. Do not turn away, because the narrative behind their silence is darker and heavier than you might have imagined. My beloved, lean in closer now. Do not retreat, because heaven is set to reveal not only who is infected, but how they arrived here. Your sibling did not find themselves in this situation by mere chance. They fell into it through vulnerability, misplaced trust, and traps set by others. Heaven indicates they were deceived. They became entangled in relationships that seemed secure, yet were toxic from the outset. Stay until the end, because you need to understand this, not to judge them, but to grasp the weight of what they have endured. Something significant lies in the shadows of this truth. The infected individual bears not only illness, but also betrayal. They were let down by someone they trusted, and now that treachery is marked in their very blood. Do not look away, because you must recognize the obscured face behind all this suffering. My beloved child, the layers of this truth continue to unfold. Do not look away, for heaven is bringing to light the hidden force that steered your sibling toward this fate. There is someone from their past, a name that still echoes in your family's memory. They feigned love and concern, yet concealed behind that facade was venom that contaminated everything. Your sibling placed their trust in them blindly, and in that heedless trust this tempest began. Hold on until the end, for this betrayal is not happenstance. It harbors a shocking identity. Something grand is approaching that will jolt your awareness. This truth will not only shatter your heart for your sibling, but it will ignite fury regarding the one responsible. Do not shy away, for soon you will learn the complete name of the individual who betrayed your family's trust. My cherished one. The revelation rushes forth like thunder across the heavens. Heaven clearly shows me that the one who infected your sibling is not a stranger, but someone who once shared your family's table. Their duplicity was cloaked in charm, false assurances, and moments that appeared secure, but were toxic at their core. They are the concealed reason behind this heavy truth. Stay until the end, for the mask is set to fall, and the betrayer's identity shall be revealed. My beloved child, the veil is thinner now than it has ever been. Do not turn away, for the storm is approaching its peak. The one who deceived your sibling is near having once been welcomed into your inner circle. Heaven has unveiled their face, smiles that appeared reassuring, and words that seemed soothing masked a secret poison. They harbor darkness disguised as light. Hold on until the conclusion, for the facade is on the verge of disintegration. This betrayal is not just a wound inflicted on your sibling. It is a scar etched into your family's fate. My beloved, steady your heart now. Do not look away, because the identity of the betrayer is soon to be uncovered. This is not a distant stranger. This is someone who once shared laughter within your home, someone whose voice rings clearly in your memories. They were part of your narrative, and they exploited that closeness. The infection spread through deceit, through betrayal that cut deeper than any blade. Stay until the end, for their name is already rising in the quiet. Heaven warns you to prepare, for you recognize this person more than you think. My cherished child, the revelation is upon you. Do not turn away, because the betrayer's shadow can no longer remain concealed. The individual accountable for your sibling's condition is a family friend you once trusted deeply. They wore the guise of loyalty, yet their actions were grounded in self-interest and recklessness. They entered your family's circle pretending to be safe, but they left behind irreversible devastation. Stay until the end, because the truth is far from complete. Something monumental is rushing into your consciousness now. Heaven declares you must know this, so their shadow never approaches you again. My beloved, the storm has spoken, and the truth stands stripped bare before you. Do not look away, for this is the final unveiling. The family friend who betrayed your sibling is the individual whose name once bore respect in your home. But heaven says no more. They are the face behind the silence, responsible for your sibling's heavy burden today. Their betrayal was not arbitrary. It was personal and cruel. Something huge has been delivered to your spirit this night. The truth raw and undeniable. Heaven assures you that you are not powerless. You are not forsaken. You now perceive the hidden force behind this storm and are ready for what lies ahead. My beloved child, the storm has passed its fiercest roar, but its echoes still reverberate within your heart. The truth, though painful, was granted to you so that healing can finally commence. Heaven is reminding you now that you were chosen to stand resilient in this moment, not to crumble. Your sibling may carry the infection's burden, but you carry the light of support. Listen closely now. Do not look away, for what I share is not solely about pain, but about empowerment. The infection does not define your sibling, nor does it define you. Heaven has penned a grander chapter that lies beyond this tempest. Stay until the end, as your role in their healing is crucial. You are not present to judge them. You are here to remind them that love prevails even in the deepest valleys. Your voice, your presence, your unwavering resilience will become their beacon. Something tremendous awaits you beyond this moment. Your own growth, your awakening, your transformation. This revelation is not solely about them, but also about your stepping into the role heaven crafted for you long ago. My dear child, the divine realm is vividly revealing your future to me. Do not look away, for this is the moment when hope begins to seep through the fissures of despair. Although betrayal has caused you pain, it will not erase what is meant to be. Your siblings' struggles will evolve into resilience, and your very presence will serve as the stabilizing force that keeps them grounded. The heavens proclaim that through your empathy and steadfastness, miracles will start to emerge. A significant transformation is on the horizon for you. You are about to uncover an inner strength that you never realized existed. The agony you endure now is sculpting you into a beacon of light. This is not the conclusion, my child. Instead, it marks the inception of something far more significant. My dear, the cycle of revelation has completed itself. Indeed, your sibling is afflicted, and yes, betrayal has left its mark on your family. Yet this is far from the conclusion of the tale. The heavens are equipping you with the fortitude to navigate this tempest with your chin up. You have not been forsaken. You possess strength. Your future still glows more brilliantly than the anguish you face. A monumental change awaits you beyond this dark valley filled with rejuvenation, resilience, and blessings that will far surpass the grief. The truth has been unveiled by the heavens not to shatter you but to liberate you and ready you for the more magnificent journey ahead. Congratulations! You have found yourself in the perfect place at this very moment, for the message you are receiving is no mere coincidence. It is a sacred communication crafted just for you. Long before you viewed this video, and even before your finger tapped the screen, I had orchestrated this encounter. What appears to be a straightforward choice of clicking on this text is indeed a component of something much grander than you could possibly perceive. A divine decision has been made today, one that holds your name with permanence, not just typed or printed but engraved deep within. This resolution will break the chains of cycles that have confined you and will unlock doors you believed had been permanently closed. It is vital that you grasp this with complete understanding. You have not stumbled upon this by mere chance. You had the option to continue scrolling to select from countless other videos, articles, or activities, yet something beckoned from within, a voice you couldn't ignore, a voice that was me calling you by your name. I am your creator, your father, the one who has kept a watchful eye on you even in your most solitary moments. Today, there is crucial information that I wish to share with you, information you have longed to hear, but I implore you to stay until the very end, because only then will the significance of my words truly resonate. Please do not navigate away from this page. Resist the urge to be sidetracked. The essence of what your spirit yearns for resides within these forthcoming moments we are set to experience together. If you find the bravery to remain, I promise to reveal something that holds the potential to transform everything. Inhale deeply now. Quiet your racing mind, for I am the God who truly perceives you, who comprehends your essence, and I have sought to connect with you for an extended period. I have witnessed your silent tears. I have observed you weeping in the stillness of your room when the burden of life became too overwhelming to bear. I was with you during those sleepless hours when sleep eluded you, and anxiety fastened itself around your chest like iron shackles. I saw you in that store grappling with the choice between two necessary items, while your finances left no room for both. I recognized the flicker of pain in your eyes as you had to deny yourself yet again. I was present when you opened that dreaded bill. I sensed your hands quaking. I noted the hitch in your breath. I watched you momentarily close your eyes before taking in the figures as you were haunted by sleepless nights spent tallying expenses that never seemed to align. I heard every whispered prayer offered in solitude when you thought no ears were open. I witnessed every tear you concealed so the world wouldn't become aware of your struggles. I was there for all of those moments, not as an indifferent observer from afar, but as a father sitting with an aching heart beside you, longing to assist, waiting for you to turn and recognize my presence. Here is what you must understand. I have never abandoned you. Not for a single moment, not for a fleeting second. When everyone else stepped away, when the silence roared, when you felt utterly forsaken, I was present. I have always been with you. The reason you are reading this message today is that I have determined your time of hardship is concluding. Do not close this page. Remain by my side. What I am about to disclose will be revolutionary. I am initiating a divine restoration in your life. Not a simple enhancement or fleeting relief, but a radical transformation that will address every fractured aspect, every weary area, every hurt part of your life. This restoration has been uniquely prepared for you. It carries your name entwined with your narrative, with every need already factored in, and it does not hinge on your strength, intellect, or ability to create change. Its sole dependence lies on one essential aspect: your willingness to believe beyond what your eyes perceive, your faith, to rely on me even when tangible change seems absent. Are you capable of this? Can you trust in the unseen? If this message resonates with your heart, if it feels as though it speaks directly to you, please share in the comments. I am here ready to embrace your response. This simple act carries profound weight, for it allows me to convey something significant about the restoration I am sending your way. It is not merely concerned with finances, although provision will indeed flow. It is not only about changing circumstances, though they will shift. This restoration penetrates the deep recesses of your identity, your sense of value, your weary spirit, your battered hope. I am poised to return what you believed was forever lost, the joy that has eluded you for years, the peace that feels like a distant echo, the confidence that was robbed from you, and the aspirations you buried as they appeared unattainable. All of this will be restored, and it will not arrive in scant amounts or fractured bits. I will return everything to you, multiplied in abundance, overflowing. I understand how long you have awaited this moment. I am aware of the many times you prayed without witnessing results. I empathize with the exhaustion that has settled deep into your very being, the disappointment that has made you reluctant to believe. But today I assure you that your waiting has not been in vain. Each challenging day was forming something unseen, establishing a robust base that can support what is about to manifest. If I had granted you this restoration earlier,